What's up guys, we are back for another install video. Today's video is going to be a more visor. It's a genuine Honda part from Honda. I ordered this and I picked them up yesterday, so I was like, yes, I'm going to put a video out because I'm going to be installing this today. Should be fairly easy, probably take you about 20-30 minutes depending on your experience. I'll show you guys what's in the box in a second. It's basically just the moonroof and all the parts they use to install the moonroof. So, oh, by the way, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the video, and if you have any comments, you can go ahead and put them at the bottom. Before we continue, I'm just gonna let you guys know the difference between the factory one and the aftermarket one is the aftermarket ones. I want to say the most common one I saw was the one from WeatherTech. I think that's what they're called. And you basically, you just slap on the sunroof visor. It has like this tapes around it, and you just slap it on. But the only thing about that is I don't want to be driving and the visor just falls off. So the good thing about the Honda parts is it comes with the accessories, and there are actually bolt-ons instead of having to stick the thing on your car. So that's why I got them, and I think they're so much better quality anyway. So I'm gonna show you guys what's in the box in a second, and then we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the video. It should only take about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes depending on how much experience you have just doing stuff like this. So we're gonna get to that, and then let's get to unboxing this. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is wipe down the top part, the top portion, especially where the sunroof is going to be. Just wipe it down completely with a rag, and then after that you want to get some alcohol wipes and just wipe down the edges of the sunroof towards the front. So this side of the sunroof in the front, you want to wipe that down with alcohol as well. I don't have the paper instructions, but I'm using my computer over here for the electronic copy of the instructions. So just make sure you have the hard copy. It's a lot easier if you have that. But that's what you're gonna do, and then we're gonna crack the sunroof open. It's gonna open completely, and then we just get started about the inside portion of the sunroof. Alright guys, so it's wiped down. This is the sunroof when it's open. So the instruction says to clean the fourth indentation from the right hand side of the car. So this is the right side, so 1 2 3 4. We're gonna clean this fourth one, and then this is gonna be blank, and then we're gonna clean this one as well. So make sure you come from the right hand side because there are actually 9 indentation on here, so you don't want to mess that up. It does say to get a towel to hold the wind deflector down, but I think that's for the older Civics, because there's actually no wind deflector, and everything is pretty much fixed, so you don't have to worry about that. So wipe the fourth one with alcohol, and then that's where you're gonna stick on the tapes, and then that's where the brackets go as far as the front ones are concerned. Now for the side, you have to measure the side 3.9 inches from the front. That's what the instruction says. From the angle, this is kind of like where the joint of the angle is, so it says to measure 3.9 inches from here to the front, and then make a mark on the car with a stencil. So that's what you're gonna do, and that's where the other tapes are gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll let you guys know how it goes. Alright guys, so like I said earlier, these are the tapes. And basically what the tapes do is just making sure it's not when you put these on that they're not rusting on this eventually. So what I'm gonna do right now is if you have like a transparent tape or like a masking tape or anything like that, you can use it to hold this in place, but I don't have one. I got one of these, so I'm gonna just kind of slap this on. Just basically holding it in place just so I can get an accurate measurement, and then you do the same thing on the other side and on the 4 corners. Now just make sure the corners before you put the 3mm tapes on. What I did was I put the sunroof on top to make sure I actually got to make sure I can get where the hole is gonna be, because that's really the whole point of, you know, having the tapes under. When she put the sunroof on, just, you know, kind of like measure it against this, and then you can get like the actual spot for this, and then you do the same thing on the passenger side, and you hold this, you use this you know, a masking tape or whatever you get to hold it in place. And then at that point in time, you can actually start bolting the visor on, you know, just nothing tight, just a little bit loose, just so you can start to get the measurement in place. And then after that, you can just kind of like get the measurements of the side, you know, between the motor visor and the roof, and for both sides, just adjust them left to right, and then, you know, you should be done from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other parts, and then make the video again. Alright guys, so what I found out was trying to do the fourth O from the right hand side, that didn't work. The reason is because, so when I put a bolt on this one, the visor, I don't know if you guys can see where the bolt is over there and where this clip is over here, and then on that side it's the same thing. So the holes are actually really off. I think it's because of the instructions that I pulled off. They were just off color juice on there or something like that. So what I recommend doing in this case, like I did, was I measured the distance between this side and this side, and then I did the same thing for the other side, and then I set the visor to where the clips are gonna be. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna take those brackets off the spots that they are, and I'm gonna put them in line to where they're supposed to be. So it's actually one hole off, so they should be here, and then the other one should be just one down. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I recommend doing the same thing, you know, whenever you get this, just sit the visor on, kind of like set it to where it's supposed to be, and then get the measurement on each side. That gives you an idea of where it's supposed to be. That way you're not because now I gotta like take this tapes off and then readjust that. Hopefully the tapes can still stick into the other side, but that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, and then we should be done in like a second right after that. Okay, so this is the finished product, well, semi-finished product. All the brackets are in place, the screws are on there. The last thing you got to do now is just basically screw them down. I measured the distance on both sides and they're even, so you should be good to go. Like I said, place the visor on the sunroof first, and then align the holes of the visor to the car, and that's where you know what to place a 3mm tape. And then after that, you know, just put the top brackets to hold it in place, and then you can screw it down from there, and after that you should be good to go. So only challenge is, if you're a big dude, man, you're not gonna have fun trying to screw these down, but other than that, pretty good to go. Alrighty guys, so that's the end of the video. Basically just tighten out the screws, and then you'll be good to go. The last thing you want to do is do a water test over here. So basically you want to splash water over the roof and make sure it still stays sealed regardless. So splash some water over there. There's no leakage inside whatsoever, so that's good. Make sure you do that whenever you're done to make sure it's actually sealed. If not, you might have to take the brackets out and like re-angle them or something, just to make sure they're actually nice and flush. And the last thing you got to do is just take this important information thing, take that out, and then you'll be good to go. Once again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, and then other than that, I would see you guys next video.